Okay, good morning, seventh grade. So today we will be talking about mammals, and this will sort of be a four-part video series, starting with the characteristics of mammals. So the first mammals came about 280 million years ago when we had reptiles called therapsids that exhibited the characteristics of both reptiles and mammals. True mammals would appear soon after that were about the size of mice, were warm-blooded, and were able to hunt at night because they could maintain their own body temperature. So what are things that make an animal a mammal? The first thing would be the existence of what are called mammary glands, which are structures that help with producing milk for their young. So generally only mature females will produce milk for their young, and all the milk that is produced will have some amount of sugar, some amount of water, some amount of protein, and some amount of fat. And the amount that is present in the milk depends on what kind of organism you are. All mammals breathe air. As you know, you use your lungs for breathing. And mammals have a special muscle right below their rib cage called the diaphragm. So if you'll actually put your hands on your stomach for a bit and just take a deep breath in and then just let all that air out. You can sort of feel your stomach rise with the air coming in and the diaphragm getting pushed down or contracting. And then as you breathe out, the diaphragm expands, but your lungs start going in so that they can push out the air. Mammals are endothermic, which at this point you should know means that they're able to control their own body temperature. Mammals are the only animals that have hair. So like how birds have feathers, mammals have hair. So for us, that's like on the top of our heads or like in our armpits, whereas for things like a dog or like a wolf, they'll have fur all over their bodies. And a good amount of mammals have a layer of fat under their skin to keep them warm, and the fat traps the heat into their bodies, and if it's like a really thick layer of fat, they'll call it blubber. Mammals have specialized teeth, which come in different shapes and sizes. You have your cutting teeth, which are your incisors. You have your grinding teeth, which are your molars. So those are just two examples of the different types of teeth that you might have. Meat-eating mammals have large canines, which are for shearing, whereas like plant-eating mammals have larger incisors and molars for biting and grinding. Mammals go through sexual reproduction, which is obviously when the male sperm and the female egg unite together and go through development that way. Newborn mammals stay with at least one parent until they are grown. Mammals also have large brains. They are larger than most other mammals or most other animals of the same size, because they are mammals, obviously. This allows mammals to learn and think quickly. It also allows them to respond quickly to events around them. And they use their senses to figure out what's going on around the world. And that's it for this video. For the next video, we will be continuing on to this topic, which is placental mammals.